Alright, so I got something a little bit different for rowing. Makes it for a quick disconnect instead of wrapping a chain or anything like that. And it stays on a little bit better than just slapping a hook on. I know some people use that method, but I've had the hook slip off before. The other method I was using is like like when I showed the kettlebells and the cleans and stuff like that, I was wrapping a chain around, and even that can slip off. So I came up with something else, and I was using it before, but I had one break on me, so I went a little bit stronger. If you bring it in a little bit, I'm not sure what these clamps are called. There's some sort of a plumbing clamp. But basically, you see, it'll be able to fit over the rowing handle. I'll be able to ratchet it down. Socket right here. It's got a length of chain, and that was, again, just I didn't measure up for my arm or anything. I just played around with it. You see right here, I actually had to take a link off, or take it a link back to fit it all together. But this works really well. So what you do, you can go ahead and hook it onto yourself so that way the chain doesn't get bound up. I'll explain that more in a second. Grab your rowing handle, slide it down in with the nut facing up. Alright. Don't put it all the way up. You want it to be in about the same position that your hand is going to be on the other side. Hand tighten it down a little bit. Make sure that it's sitting pretty level. Now, come in close real quick. This is what I'm talking about. If you just slap it on with it hanging down and you tighten it down, then when you go to pull, this piece of the link is going to be sideways, and it can either pop or it'll shorten your chain up. So you keep a little bit of tension on it as you're tightening it. Once you get it hand tightened as far as you can go and you're in a spot that you like. One sec. Then you can take your little socket set. There we go. Give it a couple clicks. Make sure you don't overdo it so you don't strip it out. I've done that before too. Alright. I always make sure that this piece, if you're using a setup like my snowboard binding, make sure that this is on the outside. Reason being is sometimes it'll hit on your knees if it's on the inside and release it. And that was really funny. I actually fell off the rower when I did that one time. Don't do that. Make sure that this is closed like I just did right there. You don't have to tape it or anything crazy. You should be able to quick disconnect on and off. Put yourself in a comfortable spot. I like it a little bit off to the side because I usually keep this arm pretty straight up and down, and it makes it pull very similarly. It's all about trying to make it as similar to the motion that you would normally be doing. So, got everything set up from there. Get my feet in my little straps. Got this bad boy, and then we're ready to row. So, basically, it not only keeps it pretty straight and pretty level across the board, like as if you were using a hand, because this piece is so wide, unlike with a chain or a hook where it kind of, you'll find it kind of turns a little bit, but it also really allows you to use both sides, keeping your body nice and straight when you're pulling back, and also to use your lats a little bit on that final pull and bring that arm into play, because really your forearm doesn't do much but hold on anyways. It's your lats that do that last little piece right there. Alright? So, and your shoulders and all that good stuff. So, makes it a little bit easier. Also, say I just banged out, it was a workout, it starts with a 500-meter row and ends with one. I can go ahead, knock out my 500-meter row, quick disconnect it. It's not going to fall off. The other, like a chain or something, would just flop off. That's going to stay there. I can hop up, go do my other part of the workout, come back tired, and just like everybody else can go and grab their rowing handle, now you can just go grab your rowing handle instead of wrapping a chain, getting a hook to stay in the right spot, or get into it with one hand, which gets pretty brutal. I know some people do it and stuff, but I really suggest this. It's a nice little symmetrical movement. You see, I was taking my time and talking through it. Right, and that's how easy it is to get going. So, bring it in real quick, one more time. There it is, little clamp right there. It looks something like that. I get it from a little place down the road called Manny's Hardware. But I'm gonna find out what they're called and let everybody know. Chain, again, rated for, this one's rated for 545 pounds. Carabiner, rated for 415 pounds right here. Alright, so everything is rated well within my body weight and everything. Nothing should break off. The only thing you have to be careful of is if you put this too loose, this bolt will pop off and you can kind of hop off the roller. That gets ugly quick. So make sure that's tightened down far enough. Make sure you don't strip it out. There's lots of different sizes. You want it so that it comes right down. If you bring it in real close, you want it so it comes right down and almost completely closes off like that. Alright, when it's tightened down pretty far. But you don't want it to go down so far that it's completely closed off and you can still move this around a little bit, because then this never locks into place and can pop out of that groove. Alright, so another one, little Portuguese ingenuity. There you go. That's what I use to row. Let me know what you guys think.